Imagine you walk into a room full of strangers. Maybe it's a networking event, a party, a seminar, doesn't matter. You don't know anyone, and suddenly you feel it. That tiny voice in the back of your head whispering, "Don't embarrass yourself. What are you even doing here?" And then, like a movie scene, someone enters. No announcement, no spotlight. But people notice them. Their posture is relaxed. Their eyes scan the room slowly. Their pace isn't rushed, as if the world is unfolding, just as they expected. They haven't even spoken yet. But somehow your brain already tagged them, confident. Here's what you didn't realize. Your brain just got tricked. Not in a malicious way. Not by manipulation. But by behavioral cues that your subconscious has been programmed over millions of years to read, interpret, and react to. Confidence, you see, isn't what people think it is. It's not bravado. It's not yelling the loudest or taking up the most space in a conversation. Real confidence is quiet. It's calculated. And the best part, it's an illusion. An illusion so convincing that once you know how it works, you can turn it on like a switch and watch the world start to treat you differently. But let's rewind. There's a concept in psychology called preselection. Your brain is always scanning for social cues that indicate someone's status. Is this person respected? Are they liked? Do they know where they're going? Are others reacting to them positively? You think you make conscious judgments about people, but you don't. Your brain takes shortcuts. And confident people, the really good ones, know how to play this system like a piano. Let me tell you a story. There was a guy named Caleb, quiet. Guy worked in a regular office. Always polite, always agreeable. People liked him, sure, but they didn't notice him. You know the type. He blended in. Nice, but forgettable. Then something changed. Caleb didn't suddenly win the lottery. He didn't buy expensive clothes. He didn't take a course on how to be alpha in 7 days. What he did was simple. He slowed down. Literally, when someone asked him a question, he paused. Just for a beat longer than usual. Not too long. Just enough to make the silence feel intentional. When he walked into a room, he didn't rush to greet everyone. He let others notice him. He didn't break eye contact too soon. He didn't fill silences with nervous jokes. He started to do something your brain finds impossible to ignore. He acted as if he already belonged. That's it. Confidence isn't about proving yourself. It's about behaving in a way that suggests you have nothing to prove. And once Caleb understood that, people started reacting differently to him. Colleagues leaned in when he spoke. His ideas in meetings weren't just heard, they were considered. Someone asked if he was interested in a promotion. His old self would have smiled politely and said, "Oh, I'm not sure I'm ready." The new Caleb held eye contact and said, "Yes, I'd like to talk about that." What changed? People around him thought he had changed. But really, he had learned how to use his body, his silence, and his presence to trigger something primal. In others, because your brain is always asking, do I follow this person or not? And confident people, even if they're faking it, behave in a way that makes the answer feel like a natural yes. There's a trick confident people use that you've probably seen before. It's when they speak softly, but everyone listens. You might wonder, why do they have so much power, even without raising their voice? The answer is, they're not competing for attention. They act as though they already have it. And your brain, designed to prioritize socially valuable individuals, picks up on that dot. In fact, speaking too fast or too much signals anxiety. It tells others you're trying to earn approval. But speaking slowly, using pauses, and not rushing to react gives the impression that you're comfortable, that you've been in rooms like this before. Here's something strange. Studies have shown that people rate others as more intelligent when they speak slightly slower than average. Not too slow, just enough to give weight to their words. Politicians do this, so do leaders. So do people who walk into rooms and make heads turn without saying a word. But what about mistakes? You might be thinking, what if I say the wrong thing? Won't that ruin the illusion? Actually, no. Confident people mess up all the time. They trip over words. They laugh at themselves. The difference is, they don't flinch when it happens. And that's the trick. Because when you don't react with embarrassment, people take it as a signal. Oh, they're not bothered. Guess it's not a big deal. Confidence isn't perfection, it's permission. Permission to be real without apologizing for it. One of the most powerful things a confident person can do, not respond. Someone says something rude or passive-aggressive, and they just look at them. Maybe smile, maybe say nothing. Your brain expects retaliation, defensiveness, or over-explaining, but silence, that's power. That's someone who doesn't need to play the game because they've already won it. That's why confident people seem magnetic. Not because they're the best, smartest, or most talented, but because they act as if they are, and let your brain do the rest. And the best part, it's all learnable, right now. Someone out there is acting more confident than you, and getting better results because of it. Not because they're better, but because they've learned that people don't see you as you are. They see you as you behave. So the next time you walk into a room, pause, straighten your posture, breathe slowly. Let your eyes move deliberately. Don't rush to speak. Let your silence speak first. And when you finally do talk, say less than you feel like saying. Because confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you signal, and your brain, and everyone else's, is already programmed to obey it.